Hey guys.
I'm Bob.
I'm Barb, and together we make up
HetteshWorld.
It's so beautiful here.
Yes, it is.
Why are we still in Texas when we're supposed to be in Tennessee?
Let me show you why.
Why am I doing a video right now that says stuck in Texas and leaving Texas when I've just gotten into Texas? Because I think this is important enough for you to know about. We have a lot of Riverstone followers, so I want to share with them things that could possibly happen along the way, and we will bump those videos up. And then once this video is out, we will return to the natural order of our video releases. Now, back to the show. We're Bob and Barb. We've lived by the rules all of our lives, but in 2020, we threw that rule book out the window. We sold our home and moved full-time into an RV with our cat Amelia, and from now on, we will be living life our way. Don't you want to come travel in our world?
Bam! Does anybody know what this is? This is the part that runs out our slides, which is our living room, our hydraulics, and it also levels our camper. We want to try to leave on Monday a week ago, and we found out that this wasn't working no more. And the way...
Dead.
Very easy to diagnose. You got, and I'll just show you real quick, you got your voltage coming in right here, and this is your 12 volts coming from your, on ours is a one control system, so it gives it a plus 12 or a negative 12, which reverses this motor, so it turns it into, you know, retract the slides or to slide the slides out or slide them in. This motor was not running. It was pretty easy to diagnose. We had to get a hold of the factory, and Barb will go into more detail on that, but we had to get a hold of the factory. We had to have a factory person diagnose it. Even though I had already diagnosed it, we had to have a guy come out and say, yes, it is failed. This part is $1,700. They rarely ever fail. This is like a starter motor for a car with a solenoid valve on it, basically all it is. With a hydraulic pump, it creates 2,800 psi to run your leveling and your slides. So I'll let Barb go into more detail on how we had to get the people in line to be able to get this part quick as possible.
So basically our RV is a little over 6 months old. So this is kind of shocking that this part went out, and it was horrible when it happened.
Yep.
And you're going to see, I'm going to insert some video right here about when it was happening and what we had to do. So here we are at the very start of season 2, leaving Lake Whitney, Thousand Trails in Whitney, Texas. And the plan was to drive to, I think, a little bit outside of Little Rock, Arkansas. And we were going to stay at the St. Joseph Center, which was an old convent, kind of turned into a farm, a Harvest Host, our first one. And that's 6 hours or so to there. And then the next day, we were going to drive 6 hours to the Thousand Trails, Natchez Trace. So that was the plan for launching season 2. So, is Barb in the truck? No. Is Barb ready to go? Yes. So we have everything done, everything packed, everything ready to go. And the hydraulic motor, I think it's called, it's like, I'm not going to do anything. You can't make me do anything. So we had 2 slides in, but the other 2 slides, and of course the jacks won't work. And Bob, who's Mr. Fix-It, as you know, that can do anything, is frustrated outside. So we have called Jason's RV Repair down here in Whitney. So the park is great and said we can stay here. I kind of want to move on. Been here 2 weeks, but 6 months after you buy an RV, to have the hydraulic motor go out, not good. So even my code says it's not good. Amelia, are we supposed to be in the truck? Amelia, are you ready to start season 2? Huh? You ready? You stretching? You want to start season 2, but you can't? So you're frustrated too? Yeah, that's right. You say, get it done. Get it done.
The other thing I just wanted to add was we did have a great technician, and Barb will insert his card information. He works this park here at Lake Whitney. He said he's been here for 8 years. got one heck of a trailer set up, and he is 2 weeks behind on his service due to the cold weather in Texas, which they lost a lot of
weather snap.
Yeah, a lot of cold weather they got, so it had a lot of frozen pipes and frozen water heaters and stuff like that. So we had to get him on more of an emergency to get him out here, but he was great. He come out, diagnosed it, and we had him come out once we got the part. But I'll let Barb.
When it all happened, we talked to different people in the park, and they told us about Jason, who's this great RV tech, and we got a hold of him to see if he would go ahead and come out. And in the process, I was trying to get a hold of the warranty people at Couches. And our warranty, all of our stuff runs through Couches RV Nation. So Deb Larson there is very good. She's helped us on 2 other minor things that we've had so far. But we contacted her, and basically how it was supposed to work is he needed to come in and diagnose it, even though Bob had. We need an official document saying this is what the problem is, it needs to be replaced, and you want them if you can. So when they needed pictures of it, so then you send everything to Deb. And how the process works is then Deb contacts Riverstone in Topeka, Indiana, in their warranty department, and she sends this stuff to them. And then they take a look at it, and then if they approve it, they send it back to her that it's approved. And then she orders it.
Yep,
and then if she orders it, she lets them order it, and then if they have it in stock in the warehouse, they will ship it out to the address she tells them to ship it to, or they will contact Lippert, and then Lippert will ship it out to Riverstone, who will then ship it out to Couches, who will then ship it out to us.
Yeah, this is a Lippert part. This is not a Riverstone part. This is an LCI part, so it has to come from Lippert. We all know the campers, they're broke up in a million pieces. I mean, Riverstone, Forest River may assemble the actual,
parts, yeah.
But all your refrigeration, your stoves, your air conditioners, your hydraulic systems, it's all separate manufacturers. As a owner, you have to take control of that when you have an issue.
So that sounds pretty easy, right? If I were just to let the process flow, remember we were supposed to leave on Monday, if they had the piece in stock, we were looking at maybe a 2-week or longer process. If they didn't have the piece in stock and they had to go through LCI, it depended on the part shortage. If they had it in stock or didn't have it in stock, it could be months. I actually cried that night when I went to bed when we were waiting to figure this out, because I thought I will never see my grandbaby Ariel again. It was sad.
I mean, all the stars have to be in a line for this process to work in a week's period of time.
Which is what we made happen.
Barb made it happen with staying in contact with all 3 parties to make sure it happened.
Once I knew the process, and they were like, well, then we have to wait. I said, no, Barb does not wait. No. So once Deb did her stuff, I called our connection at Riverstone, who gave me the name of the warranty guy.
Yep.
And I contacted the warranty guy and said, hey, this is what's going on. We're in a park. I need to know what's going on, because we were here 2 weeks. So we went ahead and extended to 3 weeks in Thousand Trails, so we didn't have to pay any extra cost. But I was worried, when am I going to get this part? In our contract, we have 2 times a year where we can get an extra week for $29. Do I need to do that? What do I need to do? Because in the meantime, the warranty people at Couches were sending us videos that come from LCI showing Bob, it's no big deal. If you need to move, take a little drill.
And I'll show you on this part. If you look at the end of this motor here, there's a star motor. You can put a drill. You can put a drill into this star.
Yeah.
You can go in your LCI control, or if you got just mechanical slide switches, you'd hold one in, or you have to go into your solenoid valves. It's got different solenoid valves inside your basement that you can cap off and run like one thing at a time. But on the one control, I can hold in the slide, and I actually could run a drill. If I was going in, it would run the slide in. If I would go out, it would run the slide out on the drill. But trying to level and unlevel.
I will tell you that this wonderful man is amazing and can do anything. But did I want him taking a little drill? I mean, moving the slides in might be one thing, but lowering the jacks on that? I don't think so.
That's not going to happen.
It's super scary. Holy crap, no. So I explained to the guy, yes, we got the videos, thank you so much, but that's not going to happen. How can we get this? And he said, well, I don't know if I have it in stock. And he was like, Couches hasn't actually ordered it yet. I've approved it. So then I went back to Deb. I mean, if I had waited for the wheels of things to turn, it's a day or two. So I went back to Couches and said,
order it.
You got to order it. So then she ordered it. Then I went back to the warranty guy at Riverstone and said, she's ordered it. And he goes, I went out there and we actually had one left. So he did us a solid. He not only boxed it up himself, the warranty manager, but he overnighted it out.
Yep.
Which was amazing.
We were appreciative for that.
Yeah. And then they sent it, instead of going to Couches, they actually sent it to our escapees address, which was 3 hours away. But that is, or 3.5. But that is okay. So
it was well worth it.
Yeah, we drove there yesterday morning, and then we picked it up and got the rest any other mail we had, and then we drove back, and then the guy came last night and filled it in.
Yeah,
but if I had not been in control of the situation, managing it, and being in contact with each and every one of them and just letting it flow, who knows when it would have happened. Now, let me talk just a few seconds more about LCI, and then we'll go back to Bob. LCI, I'm not super impressed with you, because when we bought this camper, nobody knows how to use the one control system. Nobody at Couches could help us, and it's not Couches' fault, there's just no real information. So we tried to watch different videos, we tried to learn, we tried to call. No one would ever call us back. So LCI on that. And then on this, we tried to contact them again through different numbers. And
yeah, we were just trying to find out if our Riverstone guy, our Forest River guy, did not have the part, how long.
Yeah, just how long.
We were going to wait for this thing to be built because of the shortage of parts.
Because I got to know. But LCI, when I did get a number that was working to go through, it was like, we're so busy, we're so short-handed, it's COVID.
We'll call you back.
We'll call you back, or you can email us. So then they give you an email address, which I emailed, and then within a matter of minutes, it kicked back and said, not a valid email address. I mean, we're just your normal, everyday people. And in our lives, whatever we have done, we've always been involved. Because if you're not involved in your own life and making sure things are happening, you're sitting on the sideline waiting for something to show up in a busted camper or whatever.
I say, Barb, a job well done.
Yeah. Look, now Barb is also strong like Bob. All right, I will show you, I'm going to insert a picture here of this site in Lake Whitney, and of course we'll have a tour and all that of the park, but this is the most unlevel site we had ever been in, and the camper is over there behind us, and we had to pull over there because it is a narrow site, so that way the truck has a place up front. But on the other side of the camper, our truck is up on top of our wood blocks. Like, I mean, I'm going to insert a picture here so you can see it, but I mean, it was crazy, and we are very actually blessed and lucky because it was weird. We had trouble leveling. We got here, we got the slides out, we had a little trouble leveling, and then because it was so crooked, we had to manually do it, which when we do the video over here, we're going to talk about the manual leveling process and how that works, because once again, there's no instructions anywhere.
When you hit auto level, it automatically raises the front of the camper up, which was already higher than the rear. So then it automatically drops the front down all the way down to the bottom where it errors out.
It's very scary.
So we had to manually raise the back end up, which took the back tires off on the driver's side, took the tires off the ground about a foot. So we had to chalk it with some 2x4s or 2x12s that got cut up that we use for our leveler jacks and stuff. But
I mean, we don't like that. We don't like it when the tires are off the ground, because even if it's level,
the camper moves around where you get a little movement. So if the tires are on the ground, but once we did that, then the front end was able to find its equilibrium with the back being off the ground some.
So I think that's probably pretty much it. Yep. We are hooking up tonight. We're going to pull the camper back so we're more level on this site, because we can do that once we're hooked up to get the truck off the road. And then we are leaving here tomorrow, and we are heading to
our first Harvest Host.
Oh yeah, that's right. I was going to skip it. Our first Harvest Host, St. Joseph Center, in a little bit outside of
Little Rock, Arkansas.
Yeah, I was like, what's it called? Little Rock, Arkansas. So I'm super excited. I think it's an old convent. I'm going to have information on that. We'll do a video, but it's like a fruit stand and a farm, and we are hoping to get strawberries. That will be amazing. So we hope you find this video very helpful. Yep. We're sorry if our frustration came through, but we just wanted to be honest with you guys. Give it a thumbs up. Please like it. We are trying to get people to subscribe. We have a lot of people that watch us. We do have our subscribers, which we love. We want to get some more subscribers because we want to grow, and a lot of people don't know how to subscribe. So there's a little word in red that says subscribe if you're on like HetteshWorld's page.
Yeah, it helps us out immensely
Go to it.
with YouTube's logarithms. If you see the Facebook post or something and you watch the video, you can still, in that area, you can still subscribe to our channel to keep our channel growing.
And if you want to get notified, there's actually a little bell icon you can click, and then it tells you when our videos are coming in. And you can of course comment below. And I love now, since we have the contest, all the interaction I'm having with our subscribers even more.
So
I mean, it's awesome. So
big thumbs up.
Thank you. So remember, we're HetteshWorld.
Come travel in our world.